Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this thoroughly to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures prices in different time frames. So friends, as I explained in my previous analysis that the natural gas futures are going to be on a roller coaster ride, which I presented on March 19, 2019, from where the natural gas futures started to move downward up to the weekly closing. But here you can see that the natural gas futures have found good support at the weekly closing at 200 days moving average, where I find that below the 200 days moving average there is thick presence of natural gas bulls, and I find that this level of natural gas futures will take a steep upward move on the first trading session of upcoming week. No doubt that the changing weather patterns will result in a gap up opening. No doubt that the natural gas futures may start the upcoming week with a gap up opening. If we find the natural gas futures to open amid this zone, this will be my normal opening zone at the level of $2.772. But on the extreme side, no doubt that the natural gas futures may start the upcoming week with a gap up opening at the level of $2.867, where I find no doubt that the changing weather pattern during this weekend, especially on Saturday and Sunday, the more colder weather on Saturday night up to Sunday night will result in a sharp upward move in natural gas futures, which may result in a gap up opening on the first trading session of the week, which may start at the level of $2.867. On the other hand, if we have a look at the current position of all these moving averages, here you can see that the 20 days exponential moving average is below the 20 days moving average, and both have turned downward, which indicates the continuation of some bearish pressure on natural gas futures, which may result in a gap down opening. If the natural gas futures find a gap down opening amid this zone, which is at the level of $2.683, we'll find the natural gas futures to take sharp upward move up to the levels of $2.748, where they will find their first resistance at 200 days moving average, and after a sustainable move above this 200 days moving average, no doubt that the natural gas futures may try to move upward back up to the level of $2.869 on the first trading session of the week. In that case, the natural gas futures may be range bound between the range of $2.786 to $2.980 if they find a gap down opening on the first trading session. But in case, on the other hand, if we find the natural gas futures to start the week from the levels of $2.777, we will see the natural gas futures to face their first resistance at the level of $2.888, where they may have to make some struggle to sustain here before taking a sharp upward move up to the level of $2.931, where they will find their immediate resistance. Or if the natural gas futures find a gap up opening amid this zone at the level of $2.865, we will see the natural gas futures to move upward up to the levels of $2.972 before coming downward up to the level of $2.931, from where we may find the natural gas futures to move more upward, where they will find their second resistance at the level of $3.023, from where we find the natural gas futures to come downward up to the level of $2.980, from where we will find the natural gas bulls to move more upward. And no doubt that during the upcoming week, the natural gas futures will try to break the levels of $3.118. So let us have a look at this expected trading zone in an hourly chart. Friends, this is a 4-hour chart pattern where I was explaining about this expected trading zone for the week of March 24, 2019. Now let us have a look at the same moving zones in an hourly chart, where you can see the exact positions of my opening levels. My first preference will be where I see the natural gas futures to start the week with a little gap up opening at the level of $2.7 $2.783 from the levels of $2.777, and I find that the natural gas futures may try to sustain amid this range, from where I find a breakout in natural gas futures on March 25th. At this point, we will see the natural gas futures to take a sharp upward move up to the levels of $2.967, and if we find a sustainable move after some consolidation at these levels, we will see the natural gas futures to break this first resistance levels, and we will see the natural gas futures to move more upward, where they will try to break the first resistance at the level of $3.023. Let me zoom this chart. So on the upper side, I find that the natural gas futures may try to test the level of $3 on March 27th, where I find that at this point the natural gas futures may find a breakout above the level of $3. Once we find a sustainable move amid this zone, no doubt that the natural gas futures will try to move more upward from these levels. The natural gas futures will try to achieve this target at the level of $3.119 during the upcoming week. No doubt that if the natural gas futures find a gap up opening at the levels of $2.870, we see the natural gas futures to face some resistance at this level before moving upward, as I've already explained about the upper side of this trading zone. And on the other hand, if we find a gap down opening at the levels of $2.678, the natural gas futures will find a steep upward move, where they will find their first resistance at the level of $2.735, where a sustainable move above this uptrend line will result in a breakout. At this point on March 26, 2019, we'll see the natural gas futures to move upward to cross this immediate resistance at the level of $2.782, and no doubt that a sustainable move above the level of $2.782 will result in a breakout, which will push the natural gas futures to test the levels of $2.888, where they will find their second resistance. So friends, for the upcoming week, my stop loss will be at the level of $2.647, and I find that every downward move of natural gas futures will provide a good opportunity to go long for short term with the stop loss at the level of $2.646. We'll see the natural gas futures to take sharp upward moves during the upcoming week. Friends, be ready to see an action in natural gas futures during the upcoming week. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.